Cabo San Lucas, Baja California, Land's End. From its bustling downtown area to the remote desert oceans, Cabo is full of diverse and unique places to explore. For many, Cabo is a fun international destination that is close and easy to get to, since it lies just south of California. I've been coming to Cabo San Lucas with my family for just about 2 decades, so this is a very special place to me. I was lucky enough to come back this year and spend a week here looking for fish, indulging in delicious local flavor, exploring the beautiful terrain, and interacting with the people and creatures that make this place so special. It's our first day in Cabo. We flew into San Jose Airport and called a taxi to take us to where we are staying for the week. There are many timeshare resorts available to stay in here, but this time we are staying in a more residential area, which you can easily find on sites like Airbnb. My friend invited us to stay here in the beachfront condo that he rents out. We're excited to stay here because it's nice and quiet and right on this beautiful beach that we plan to fish. We were hungry and tired after traveling all day, so we went to the burrito restaurant down the street. The burritos here in California are a specialty, and they should definitely be on your list to try while you're down here. Then we went to bed early so that we could wake up for our first sunrise fishing session. We continued to cast our lures, but didn't catch anything else on the beach that morning. Jack Crevalles, they don't taste very good. They have a very bloody and oily taste, so we always let these go. We were looking for a fish to cook up with the family for dinner. We did see a big school of rays pass through, which got us excited for a second.
Because today wasn't that many fish. Maybe tomorrow morning, but we're gonna have to keep trying for that rooster. It doesn't happen like that.
Another day, no shade.
We decided to spend some time with the family and also meet up with some local friends. So we took our rental car over to Chileno Bay. Chileno Bay is a pretty popular beach area and it can get pretty crowded, but it's easy to find your own little spot to put an umbrella down. We met our friend, Kimo, and his beautiful family. He brought these fresh local clams from the cellar down the street. They're a local specialty here, and we enjoyed eating them together raw, with the squeeze of lime and tahini.
It is.
Castillo Moreno.
The next morning, we woke up early to meet up with some of our friends and drive out to fish the local beaches. We met up with Greg, a neighbor in the condo, and Jacob, who we fished with before, as well as some of their expat buddies. Jacob is an excellent fisherman and just a lot of fun to be around. He has been super helpful in giving us the inside scoop to this trip, so we are grateful to have him. Greg picked us up in his cool new truck and we all drove out to this remote beach to give it our shot. It was a beautiful morning, but no fish for us. That's just how it goes here in Cabo. Sometimes there's huge fish, sometimes there's no fish. feeling a little bit down that we hadn't caught any edible fish yet, so we headed down to the local fish market downtown to see what had been caught on the boats that were returning to the marina. We ended up buying some very fresh marlin, and we took it home and prepared it to eat for a delicious sushi sashimi meal. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. So it's a perfect time to enjoy a sushi dinner on the balcony here. The beach is right there. Ah, paradise.
Any
Wow. You guys gotta try it. Is it good? On the third day, we decided to go over and meet up with my Auntie Kim, who was staying at a nearby resort. We met up with her before sunrise so we could walk out to our spot together.
Oh, right there.
Another jack for my dad, but nothing for me.
Oh my god. Look at that one. That is a nice fish.
Good.
I knew I had missed my shot with the morning topwater bite, but I was determined to find some fish with my aunt. I decided to switch fishing methods from a big lure to my own hand-tied rig. Next thing was to find some bait. My dad and I always like to look around our area and scavenge to see what we can use, and we found some nice snails to try.
You don't want to crush the meat. Look, something bit it. You see? Alright, we're gonna do teamwork here. My Auntie Kim's gonna reel it in. I'm gonna set the hook and I'm gonna cast it. Okay? But it's dangerous because look at all this, look at all these waves. They're very strong. So you have to time it so that you go in between the waves. Disclaimer, don't do this. You don't know what you're doing. If you have like a bad back or you have a bad knee, I don't suggest you do this. Just watch me do it. I had no idea.
Okay, ready? We
What was
can
it,
find
Glenn?
out. Can't run.
Wow.
Come on. You feel it.
Wow.
Almost again.
Yeah, we'll eat it today.
Hey! What is that? Oh, that's a huge pufferfish. That's poison.
It was a lot of fun to catch fish with my family that morning. Everyone was in good spirits and we had caught enough fish to eat for dinner. So we called it a day and decided to bring our fish into town.
Lots of fish in here. Bringing it to our favorite restaurant, El Corral. They always cook up our fish. We know the owner, Roberto. Maybe he's there, I'm not sure.
After spending 3 days trying to fish around the city of Cabo, we decided to drive a few hours north to La Paz. La Paz is on the coast of the Sea of Cortez, where the water is beautiful and clear. There are far fewer tourists in this area, and the beaches are far more private.
We made it to La Paz. It's like no one here because we drove the off-road vehicle deep inside this area, and it doesn't seem like many people can access this area. That's the kind of beach I like. So let's cheers, Aaron. Cheers.
Let's go swimming.
It was insanely hot when we got to the beach, so we decided to go for a swim immediately. We didn't swim for too long though, because we were hungry. Good thing we had picked up some quick snacks from the local stand on our way to the beach. After making a couple of new friends, I decided to get my gear together to see if there were any fish out there to catch. I mean literally, see with my goggles if there were any fish out there I could catch. It was so much fun to hang out on this beach with my family and catch fish non-stop until the sun went down. Man, I really wished my dad was here for this day, but he couldn't come. He had vertigo. He was super dizzy. Every time he stood up, I kept calling him Dizzy Man. He didn't really like it, but it didn't matter. He was so dizzy he couldn't come. The next day, I wanted to take him to the same fishing hole that I had found. First, we stopped at the tackle store to get some hooks.
This black one right here, number 13. That one looks like a great size. Ooh. Got some hooks that we need.
We decided to drive back out to the same beach, the same spot in La Paz.
Okay, next, let's grab some seafood for lunch. I'm hungry.
Next, we stopped for lunch at one of the many waterfront restaurants La Paz is known for. We were craving some more of those clams that we had eaten earlier in the week at Chileno Bay, so we ordered some fresh clams and ceviche for lunch.
Wow, it's so sweet.
Really good.
This is the same clam that we salt to make bait, clammy bits. And they just look so nice. You see the red tongue? This actually is the sweetest part when I'm eating right now. So I imagine the fish really like it. And we're gonna be using some of this for bait today too. It's our salted version.
After lunch, it was finally time to hit the beach. We drove out and set up our spot, cracked open a couple of cold ones, and started looking for some fish. Immediately, I found the same fishing hole from yesterday, and my dad and I started catching triggerfish one after another. Catching these triggerfish here is special because they're usually found in deeper water, far out in the ocean, and only accessible by boat. Walking out with my dad and fiance in waist-high water and catching them in clear water like this is an experience that none of us will forget. We caught fish until our arms were tired, only keeping the absolute biggest fish to eat with the family later.
Okay, so we've taken the fish home and now we're gonna make some sushi, sashimi.
Nigiri rolls, sushi rolls,
Supposed
sashimi. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Now I know how to fillet it now.
Supposedly the triggerfish is a delicious, delicious fish sashimi in Japan, so we're gonna give it a try. Wow. That's really good.
Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. I've never had sashimi trigger. It is so...
Are you triggered?
No, I'm not triggered.
In a good way.
I'm triggered in a good way. Wow. On our last day, we decided to rent a boat with our friend Kimo and his family to go out fishing and explore the water one last time together. We paid for a captain to take us out to the island of Espiritu to do some fishing, swimming, and snorkeling in the crystal clear water. This was by far one of my favorite experiences here in Mexico. It's so fun to go out with your family and explore the beautiful scenery while relaxing and enjoying the ocean breeze. We even got to see sea lions. As the sun went down, we headed back to the marina and then to a local restaurant to eat the catch of the day together for our final meal.
Wow.
We brought it to a local seafood restaurant, and they said they cook it up for us, so we're gonna get it made into ceviche, and we're gonna get it fried into tacos. So we're gonna bring the fish in and have them prepare our fresh cook. It's really good.
Mexico is a beautiful place that is full of many, many different kinds of adventures. I hope you all enjoyed coming along with us and are inspired to go out with your family and friends on a journey just like this. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know in the comments below, as this was a brand new type of video for us. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys next week.